Get unlimited access to all of our CPE courses at www.teachucomp.com/unlimited CPE.
In this lesson, we'll examine the qualifying person test. Child and dependent care expenses must be for the care of a qualifying person as determined by this text. In this context, a qualifying person falls into one of three categories. First, a qualifying person may be a qualifying child who is the dependent of the taxpayer and who was under the age of 13 when the care was provided. Special rules apply to children of parents who are divorced, separated, or living apart. Second, a qualifying person may be a taxpayer's spouse who was not physically or mentally able to care for him or herself and lived with the taxpayer for more than half of the year. Finally, a qualifying person may be a person who was not physically or mentally able to care for him or herself, lived with the taxpayer for more than half of the year, and was the taxpayer's dependent. Under certain circumstances, a qualifying person might not be the taxpayer's dependent. See IRS Publication 503 for more details. Let's take a look at review question number 2. Mary and Joe are divorced and share custody of their son Barry, who turned 13 years old in June. In order to claim the tax credit for child care expenses, Mary must A. Show that Barry lived with Mary for at least 16 weeks of the year and be able to prove her child care expenses during that time. B. Show that Barry lived with Mary for more than 6 months of the year and only claim the expenses that were incurred before Barry turned 13. C. Show that Barry lived with Mary for more than 20 weeks of the year and offer Joe the opportunity to provide child care for Barry while Mary works. Or D. Show that Barry lived with Mary for at least 36 weeks of the year and only claimed the child care expenses she incurred before Barry turned 13 years old. The answer is B. If Barry lived with Mary for more than half of the year, Mary may claim the child care expenses she incurred before Barry turned 13 years old.
Like what you see? Get unlimited access to all of our CPE courses at www.teachucomp.com/unlimited CPE.